Hello everyone, this is Kevin from the Hamilton Business Center. The Hamilton Business Center provides programs and resources to those starting or growing a small business in the city of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. In this video, I am going to walk you through the registration of a business in Ontario. Specifically, we will be registering a business name for a sole proprietorship. If you want to learn about the differences in business legal structures, see the Business Development Bank of Canada link in the video description. It will lead you to a web page on this topic. Now, if you are a sole proprietorship, to comply with the Business Names Act, you will need to register the name you are operating under if the business name is not your personal name. Obtaining a business name registration for a sole proprietorship is what satisfies this requirement. So the first step that you're going to need to do is to go to the Ontario Business Registry. This is a subdomain of the Government of Ontario's main webpage. Sole proprietorship business name registrations can only be acquired at the provincial level. This is the webpage you will be looking for. Once here, scroll down to the button which states "See a list of all OBR services." Click this button. On the new page, you will see a list of various actions you can perform on the Ontario Business Registry. Click Register a business name for a sole proprietorship. A My Ontario account allows you to access Government of Ontario services. If you do not already have a My Ontario account, create one. If you have a My Ontario account, sign in. For this exercise, we will create a My Ontario account. You will need to verify the account through your email. Once verified, you will be led to this page. If you have previously used a one-key login to access Government of Ontario services, you will be given the option of migrating the account information to the new My Ontario account. If you had a one-key login, consider following those instructions so that you can access old account information. I do not have a one-key login to migrate over, so I will be selecting No for this option. If you agree with the terms and conditions, check the box, then hit Continue. The page you are led to will ask for basic My Ontario account profile information, such as your first name, last name, and address. For the sake of this demo, I will be using dummy information. However, in your case, of course, use your actual first name, last name, and residential address. When filling out the address details, the system will ask for your postal code. It will then search for your street address with the information provided. Select the appropriate street number. Confirm that the information is accurate. Here, I have simply put the address of Hamilton City Hall. However, you will put in your primary address. Once we are finished with that page, the basic My Ontario account information will have been captured. You will also be automatically led into the process of registering a business name for a sole proprietorship. You will be asked to fill out your contact information once again for the business name registration. Here, put in your proposed business name. Although sole proprietorship business name registrations do not require a nuance report, which is a report that checks if a business name has been taken and is needed when registering a named corporation. It is still important to ensure your operating name is not duplicated elsewhere. I recommend opening a new tab and going back to the Ontario Business Registry homepage. Here you can search the Ontario Business Registry to see if the name you propose has been taken already by an entity operating in Ontario. As you can see, there is not a business operating in Ontario under Business Centre Pizza. You may also want to search the Federal Corporation Registration Database from Corporations Canada to see if the name is being used elsewhere in Canada. It is also worth checking the Canadian Internet Registration Authority to see if your intended domain name is available. It would be disappointing, I imagine, to find out that the domain name that makes the most sense to use given the business's operating name is already taken. So in this case, I would go to the Canadian Internet Registration Authority to check if investinhamilton.ca is already taken, which is the most obvious domain name I would have for this particular business. Going back to the registration process, you will need to select a primary activity for the business. Choose the activity that most closely matches your business. On the next page, you will state if you have a place of business in Ontario. This is where you conduct your business. If you have an office, this will be your principal place of business. If you have a barbershop, the barbershop location will be the principal place of business. If you have a home business, your home will be the principal place of business. Once you are done with this page, go to the owner page. To save myself time, I will add myself as the owner of this sole proprietorship. This will pull information from the My Ontario account we set up. If your home address is different than the principal place of business address, then put your home information's postal code in the last field, select Find Address, then select your address from the pop-up that will appear. In my case, I will select Same as Address of Principal Place of Business. On the authorization page, I imagine most people who will be registering a business name for a sole proprietorship will be the sole proprietor. If that is true, you do not need to do anything on this page. Finally, you will review the information you have inputted, ensure the information you have inputted is correct. If you have confirmed the accuracy of the information, check the final box, then select Submit. You will be led to a payment page where you will be asked to pay $60 via card. Once you have submitted the payment and it is accepted, you will have successfully registered your business name registration for a sole proprietorship. You will then be led to a profile page for the registration and will be able to operate a sole proprietorship under this registered name. Keep an eye open for emails that the Ontario government will send you confirming the registration and providing you with documentation. Please keep in mind that what we did was simply register the business name. Your business may require additional licenses and permissions before you begin operating. If you are in Hamilton and would like more information on business startup, please check the Hamilton Business Center's 10 steps for starting a business website. A link is provided below. For those interested in starting a business in Ontario, but you are located outside of Hamilton, there are over 50 small business centers located throughout Ontario. Please visit your local center for more information. Thank you, everyone.